Baruch atah asherah anat melecha ha'olam asher kedeshani mitzvotav v'tzivanu li tativ latzitzit. Good evening. Good evening, welcome. Good evening, welcome, hello. Hello, good evening, how are you? How are you, good evening, welcome. Welcome, 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 good evening, hello, how are you, hi. Hello, what brings you here? What a strange thing to be on the internet here together like this. Here we are, together like this. How are you? How are you doing? Don't be shy. Do say hello. This is going to be a different stream than my normal stream. I'm just going to sit here and talk for at least half an hour, something like that. Yeah, maybe more. Until the TikTok booster turns off and the trolls disappear. HH. Hi. Smiley face. Hello. Welcome. Please be sure to like the live and share it with your friends because we're doing a classical shtick here. Hello. Good evening. Welcome. We're going to talk about surgery today. That is the topic of today's conversation. In 2 days, today's Monday. In 3 days. In 3 days, I will be having facial feminization surgery. So my face will be peeled off, my bones reshaped, and then my skin will be sewed back up. All good as new. That's quite a mouthful. I'm going to say that like 18 more times before the hour is done. And we're here to talk about it. Do I have any tattoos? Yes, I have 4 tattoos. Here are 2 of them. And I'm not going to show you the other 2 because they're on my feet. And I don't want to. Tattoos are really not very painful. I've experienced much more pain doing other things. Thank you for sharing the live, Mari. I appreciate that. Chat, is this real? Yes, this is real. It's a real chat that we're going to have today. Tattoo pain is therapeutic for me. They're addictive. Yeah, so I've been tattooing my feet. All right, there, you can see one foot. And there you can see the other. I didn't do any tattoo of my feet today because I don't have very much focus. But maybe I'll do it later today. We'll see. But yeah, I've been doing stick and pokes. So it's like 1 inch at a time. 1 inch at a time. Jesus loves me. Congratulations, Pebbles Lamb. You are the first person today to tell me that Jesus loves me. Thank you. I appreciate that. What is a grizzly bear, Miley? You tell me and then I'll tell you. So, facial feminization surgery is the process of exposing the skull bones in order to reveal the masculinized features and then eliminate them. Hey, Kali V. Emmons, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What do you do? How do you do? Here we are. So, would any of you like to know what the surgeries are? What the procedures of the facial feminization surgeries are? It's pretty dang weird. Yes, it is pretty dang weird. So what's going to happen is they are going to make an incision from the top of my ear, right here, all the way up my hairline, across my hair, down to my other ear, right? And then they'll take my forehead and just peel it off. Just peel it off. And then they're going to grind down the bones along my brow ridge right here. They're going to make this smaller, then make this smaller, and make this smaller. And then they're going to cut off about 1 inch of skin in the forehead. And then they're going to then separate the fascia on the skull. And then they're going to pull my entire hair downward about 1 inch. And then reattach it to the newly shrunk forehead skin. And sew the whole thing up. Yeah, I'm going to be in a lot of pain for months. A A lot of pain for months. And that's just 1/3 of the procedure. Next, what they are going to do is make a slit in my nose right here, peel back my nose skin, separate the cartilage, reduce it down, shave down the nose, put it all back together. Holy moly guacamole. And then once they've done that, they're going to make an incision in my inner lip here and peel all of the skin off of my chin, and then cut a triangular piece of bone off at the tip of the chin, reduce it, and put it back. It's nuts. But why? So that when I go live on TikTok, people will not be mean to me. I don't know why you're in TikTok. I don't know why. Because I'm a little bit insane. Because I want to. Because I think it will give me more social capital. How in the heck can anyone afford those procedures? I cannot afford them, but my insurance company is paying for them. Same soul sisse. What does that mean? Would you like to elaborate? Now this is very interesting. I am serious. I am completely serious. Yep. The mind is a terrible place to be, and yet we are all in one. What a ridiculous thing. New York State Medicaid, KY. I had to make I don't know, 150 phone calls to the insurance company, give or take. I have a spreadsheet here. Let me tell you the exact number. The exact number is 111 individual communications regarding this. Why? Because there's no rhyme or reason. That's why. Because I was able to play the game well. There are some games I'm not able to play well, but I was able to play the insurance game well. So I played it well, and I told them the right things, and I made the right phone calls and wrote the right letters, and so they're going to pay for it. And that's pretty cool, I think. I feel pretty lucky about that. Yeah, and there will be pretty incredible people. Not to be rude, but that is absolute heresy. I was expecting people to be rude. Actually, frankly, the fact that there's 33 people in this live is surprising to me, because yesterday when I did this, there were hundreds, and everyone was being very rude because TikTok was boosting it. But currently, TikTok is not boosting the live. So you're the rudest person here. It's okay if you think it's heresy. That's all right. You can stick around and tell me how heretical you think it is. Thank you. Yeah, I think my eye makeup today is pretty good. It's relatively simple, but I think it works well. After the surgery, my eyes are going to be all swollen and black and blue. Fidelis, Medicaid, New York State. But once it's done, there will be more room here. Particularly this bone right here will be reduced, so I'll have more room to put on eyeliner and eyeshadow and all sorts of things like that. And I look forward to that. I do. And I have a really good care team. Right, my wife will be traveling down to the city with me. And she'll be taking care of me for a week, and my friend will be doing the surgery and also helping me. And wow, this feels rather surreal, frankly, to be reporting on this on the internet the way that I'm doing. Why am I doing this? Yeah. Hi Tasha. I saw you had RSVP'd. You were on the top of the list because your name has hearts in it, so it's really easy to track. Hi, how are you? I was gonna ask you if you wanted to say hi. You strike me because of the way that you've interacted with my account. You strike me as someone who is very engaged. What part of the world are you from, Tasha? Hello, little body, big heart. How are you? What are you up to today? Yeah, it is sad that this is getting boosted to trolls. But it actually isn't. At least, I mean, I don't know. So, like, currently the numbers are growing, but the numbers are not what they were yesterday. So I don't understand the way the TikTok algorithm works. Where did I get this shirt? I got this shirt when I was 20 in a trash bin at my university, because I've been dumpster diving forever. And yeah, this shirt was like, I suppose it's the first, like, more overtly femme piece of clothing that I ever owned. I've held on to it for years and years, and like it fits me extremely well. I think it's quite flattering. Like, it's a little ostentatious, right? Like, this pattern is a little intense, but I think it fits. It fits with everything else. Thanks for the follow, Robert T. Y'all should follow if you like. If you find this entertaining, you should give me a follow. And now that there's more people in the room, welcome new friends. Hello. Hi. Please feel free to ask any questions about gender confirmation surgeries, and I will try to answer them, because that is the subject of this live, because it's Pride, and TikTok is doing a thing, and so I'm here to do surgery trivia. I mean, frankly, Susan, there aren't that many trolls here right now. Numbers jumped up quick. Yes, that is TikTok's divine power. They can just do it. They say, hey, we want this live to be the popular one, so they did it. I am getting facial feminization surgery in 3 days, Joyce Ann Abbott. In 3 days, they're going to peel off my face, grind down my face bones, and then put my face back on, so that I appear more classically feminine when I go onto the internet. Why am I pushing my mental illness onto everyone? That is an excellent question, because I have nothing else to do with my life. So no, Kimmy, the surgery is not completely cosmetic. I had to, I had to jump through many hoops, in order to demonstrate to the insurance company that it was not completely cosmetic. I'm on in the evening. Hi, Katie. How are you? Hi, Will. It's really nice to see you. There will be scars, but they will be very tacitly hidden. They'll be, yes, the trolls have come. Yeah, I had to get a letter from my doctor and a letter from my therapist, and I had to get the trans-related care policy from the insurance company and then email it back to them and send them all sorts of proof, proving that this surgery was medically necessary and not cosmetic. No, you're not a troll, Will. Thanks, Katie. Yeah, so it was quite an ordeal. And, like, you know, what does medical necessity mean? What does cosmetic mean? Like, the whole thing is just shibboleths, right? Like, it's all just, like, saying the right code and, like, playing the right social game in order to get the company to do the thing, right? Like, it's, like, this weird bureaucratic dance that you have to do. But, yes, what I can tell you is that officially, as far as the bureaucracies are concerned and the insurance company is concerned, it is medically necessary. I want to look like a girl. So, I mean, what does it mean for something to be medically necessary, and what does it mean for something to be cosmetic, right? Like, I would assert that the gender dysphoria that I experience is mentally debilitating enough that it causes me a certain amount of disability, right? Like, it makes it harder for me to get by in the world. Now, does that constitute medical necessity, or is that a cosmetic choice? I don't know. I do know, right? Like, because I don't think there's any meaning to the term medical necessity other than how the insurance company defines it. I think they created the term and defined the term, and I meet their criteria. Do I have nods? Comments are nasty. Yes, they are. Yes. Suppy is a mod. Hey, so now it's a new day. Do you have mod privileges? Can you do that? And Katie, you're a mod too? Aren't you a mod? You don't have it. Okay. Let me see if I can, because I totally made you a mod. Settings, moderators. Okay. Manage. Remove. I did make you a mod, but then you went away. So let's try this again. SUPP. Add. Confirm. Okay. I made you a moderator. And Katie, let me see if I can make you a moderator. KE. I add? Okay, you've been made a moderator too. So last time this didn't work. But maybe, I mean, I see you listed as moderators now. So, we'll see. So I kind of get to choose the way my face looks, in that, like, there's a suite of procedures that are classified under facial feminization surgery, and of those procedures, I selected a number of them. But the whole thing is, like, pretty reductionistic as far as it's concerned. Yes, this is a candle. In that, like, so there's the scalp advancement and there's the brow ridge reduction, and like, as far as the scalp advancement is concerned, there's basically one way they do it. Like, there are norms and they do them. And I guess, you know, I could say, like, how much scalp advancement I want, but, like, basically I want the maximum, and even the maximum won't give me, like, the most feminized forehead. Similarly, like, brow ridge reduction, there's basically only one way to do it. So there's all of these little bits and pieces, and I've selected the ones that I wanted and deselected the ones that I did not want. Like, I didn't want my jaw muscle to be changing, right? Like, you can change this angle here, but I opted not to get that procedure. You're doing great, Suppy. Don't you worry. Also, like, now there's only 60 people in the room because the algorithm is a fickle mistress, you know? Don't let people's comments get to you. You know, like, for the most part, they don't get to me. However, the frequency of those comments is directly related to to my livelihood. Can a mod in here tell you how to accept being a mod? The trolls leave when they can't get me down. That might be true. I'm pretty sure the trolls leave when TikTok stops promoting the live. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Is that true? You know, going live like this is actually a little challenging on my voice. You can hear my voice is getting a little bit weaker, and I should keep drinking. Yeah, I think you are a mod, but now the trolls are gone. Will, how's your day? What are you up to today? What have you been up to today? Yes, you're a mod. You've officially accomplished it. Yeah. Tap, tap, tap. So, this will be the last time that I go live for over a month. While I am recovering, I will not be going live. You're having a small spiritual crisis. Is it a spiritual crisis that you can describe on stream? Would that be appropriate? I guess we can change the subject. We can change the subject from FFS to Will's small spiritual crisis. How am I? I am also having a small spiritual crisis. Connor's supper. Sorry if this is rude, but how did you know you wanted to change? I don't know. How did I know I wanted to change? I had a series of challenging interactions with people in my life over the course of about a decade. And the through line for every one of those interactions was, oh gee, if my gender were different, this would be easier. And so it was just like kind of a build-up of difficulty that made me conclude that the best way to resolve that difficulty was to do some pretty dramatic change to my life, such as peel off my face and grind down my face bones and put my face back on. Does that answer your question? I don't know if it does. Has a view of baptism that you're not sure you think you should subscribe to. Buttflakes was saying the same thing, that she goes to a Baptist church and they wanted her to get baptized, and she was like, I don't know if I want to do that. And she was freaking out about it. She was like absolutely freaking out about it. You're seeing yourself become more inclined towards the view of baptismal regeneration. And what is that view? We're going to put that on pause because there's a bunch of comments that I missed, and we're going to respond to them. The algorithm has kept you away for a few months. I'm happy you're back too, Elsie. The algorithm has not been kind to me. or maybe I don't know how to work the algorithm well. That's what it feels like. You know, when I talk to myself, I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't know how to do this app right. And then I feel terrible, and then I have no motivation, and it's a terrible cycle. But I'm glad you're here. And we're trying to change the cycle. I've changed the way that I'm posting content, right? Because I'm getting this surgery, so, like, basically the only thing I can do for the next several weeks is just, like, talk into a camera. So I'm going to talk into a camera and try to get better at talking into a camera, and we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to take care of myself, Katie. I am trying. How long will recovery be? 18 months. but the most acute part of it will be about a month, right? But I may not get full sensation at the top of my head for 18 months, or maybe never. I might just like never get full sensation back to the top of my head. Your holding baptism is even more necessary. What do you think about like non-Christian baptism, like Mandaean baptism, or like mikvah traditions? Like, how do you see baptism as it fits into like the larger Abrahamic traditions of submersions? You're very welcome, IDK. You have a horrible story about baptism. You should be held under till... Wait, were you baptized like that, Katie? That sounds really scary. Baptism washes away sin and it does, in fact, save, because it puts you in connection with Jesus. Surprised to hear about the surgery. It seems kind of left of the field. Can I ask you why it seems left of field? Like, what stories about me did you hold that makes this decision in particular surprising? Dawson Daniel, I was born Jewish. And I guess I still am Jewish, although this feed, I mean, I'm responding to Will and Katie talking about baptism, but like, because it's impossible to stay on topic, right? Everybody's just talking, and I'm just responding. So, yeah, normally when I stream, it's fairly religious, but not strictly speaking Jewish. But today it's not really Jewish at all, although I guess we're having a conversation about baptism. For baptism to be a valid Christian one, it must be in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yes, so, but like, would baptism have any kind of power if it weren't Christian, right? Like Mandaean baptism. Religion for Breakfast did a really great video about Mandaean baptism. I'll link it to you when I get offline. I think you will like it. You will never forget it as long as you live. That sounds really hard, Katie. I did not know that you were in a religious sect like that. Yeah, I bet they were oxygen deprived. I mean, that would be an intense spiritual experience, but like death, yes. When the people who are in power of your life give you a near-death experience, that very powerful indeed, not necessarily responsible. How old were you when you were involved in this group, and what made you want to leave, Katie? Yes, I made a TikTok about being just an image. That's true. So the way that I interpreted that TikTok, right? Like that I sort of like make these videos and they're interpreted as people please. And it was like, that was a video about parasocial relationships, right? That like, it's very difficult for me to like have a true social relationship with you because the kind of information that you get about me is limited. I guess I see the surgical procedures that I'm undergoing to be quite consistent with that, right? Like, I desire to be an image. I desire to make an image and put it on the internet for your consumption, whether or not that represents what I think I actually am. I don't know. Right, like, are you saying that you interpreted that as sort of like an emphasis on the non-visual, right? That I was asserting that who I am is not what you can see. I guess that's also true. I don't know. There's some pretty thick philosophy there. You've gone for a more rejuvenational view on baptism. What do you mean by rejuvenation? What do I think about Christianity? I think it is. Don't hold the same power, and they aren't the same sacrament. Tap, 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 people. The notion that, maybe I'm wrong, but the notion that in that TikTok was counterintuitive. I guess it is. Being the image is not important a bit. Yeah, I like, being an image to me is extremely important. Like, I would not be getting this surgery if I didn't have a career on TikTok, right? Like, if my livelihood was not contingent on the way that people perceive my image, on the way that my image looks, then I probably wouldn't do that. Because, you know, the intimate relationships that I have in my life, right? Like, my spouses, my friends, right? They all treat me with incredible respect. And care, right? And I don't think the fact that I have male patterns in my face affects how they treat me or judge me or regard me. But that is absolutely not the case for the people that are in this room, right? For the people for whom I am exclusively an image. Because I am exclusively an image, what that image looks like has far more bearing than for the people in my physical life. And that's basically why I'm getting the surgery. is because I do want to be an image, that like I do exist in this virtual realm, and I'm pleased about that. And in order to exist in this virtual realm properly or profitably, I need to look a certain way, for better or for worse. Like, there's some things about that line of thought that's pretty unpleasant, you know? Hello, you're a dog, and a human. Baptism must include water pouring, sprinkling, submersion, and the proper phrase. I will absolutely send you this video about Mendeans, right? Because the Mendeans are arguably the oldest practitioners of baptism, but it looks very different than like Baptist Christianity. It'll provide some good historical context. What's up? Hi.
Hi.
Would you like to say hello to the people on the internet? Almost certainly not. But I feel like I have to give them my attention rather than you at the moment.
Okay.
You're eating my snacks. Can I have a snack? Oh, that's too much. All right, hold on.
No.
Okay.
You take as much as you want and you give it back.
The dog wants to say hi. No.
Left.
Dog left. Katie, have you met my partner's dog? She's not usually in here when I'm streaming. Yeah, and she gets bored easily. Good evening, Ghost. Welcome, how are you? They claim John the Baptist is their founder and claim that Christ was a priest but not a prophet. Yes. Yes. So you do know a bit about the Mendeans, right? And there's not that very many of them. There's just a few hundred left. I think mostly in southern Iraq. But yeah, I think they're really cool. And particularly about their baptism, that they baptize in running bodies of water. Yes, they must live near water, right? So they're one of the last vestiges of the river people living by the Tigris and Euphrates. A lot live in Sweden too. Interesting. I did not know that. I knew that there was a diaspora of sorts, right? Because that region of the world has been unstable.
It's a common American thing to require baptism in a river too.
Really?
That's why there's a spiritual song, "Shall we gather at the river?" There's something about baptism.
Oh, but I thought it was mostly done like inside churches.
I mean, like it is now, but not entirely. I think it's kind of a revival thing. You know, like you go to revivals and you go to the river and get baptized.
Katie knows that song.
Yeah, it's a common song.
But Will says that we need not be baptized in rivers, but we can be. But a large tub is sufficient.
And there's a lot of rivers I wouldn't get in these days.
That is true.
Not gonna wash your spirit clean, not gonna wash your body clean either.
But our river is pretty good.
You wanna get baptized in it?
I would love to. Yeah, that'd be great. If I was affiliated with a religious expert who was qualified to do such a ritual, absolutely. You don't think it can be immersion, but it can be. Yeah, I mean, are most baptisms like full immersion, or do they just like sprinkle a little bit of water on your forehead? There's so many different ways of doing it. Yeah. You can baptize yourself with the power of belief and water. That is true. Yes, you don't need a ritual expert.
This not very prideful.
Not very prideful. Oh, well, see, I was talking about surgery earlier, and we were debating the definition of medical necessity versus cosmetic, and I told them that it wasn't actually my definition to debate, right? Like, the insurance company is basically the only institution that has the capacity to enforce a definition of that term, and regardless of what I think medical necessity means or what cosmetic means, like, basically it's their prerogative to tell me what it means, and then I just have to conform myself to it.
Sweet if it gets paid.
Yeah, so my surgery is medically necessary because I gave the right paperwork to the insurance company. Whether or not I need it, the papers said I need it. Tanning, cutting your hair, all of these cosmetic procedures. Lol period. Lol period. So we've gotten a bit fragmented. Will keep talking about baptism for as long as I entertain the conversation, I'm sure. I got example was baptized by sprinkling. I'm a little confused there. You mean, for example, you were baptized by sprinkling. How old were you when you were baptized by sprinkling? A shock to someone, because I carry myself as though I am bigger than the body you are in. I carry myself as though I am bigger than the body I am in. That's an interesting statement. What am I having done? I'm getting my face peeled off and my bones restructured, and then my face will get put back on. Oh, hello, all the new people. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Amanda. How are you? It is nice to be here with you all. You plan to baptize your children as babies, but you were 13. Does that mean that you'll baptize them in a different tradition than you were in when you were 13? Thank you, Christine. You were 6, and you didn't hold your breath and died when you came up. What do you mean, Ian Reeves? You died and were reborn? That's why you could never be a Baptist. These questions are a little different from... Yeah, there's a funny dual line of conversation. I feel like I'm having two conversations at once. One is about surgery and one is about baptism. You have a question. Hector, what is your question? Let's answer it. Your tradition does baptize babies and your parents just waited. Why did they wait? Don't let those haters get you. There's actually significantly fewer haters in this stream than the last stream. And I'm not sure why.
If a baby dies before they're baptized, then they go to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least purgatory.
Yeah.
But if they're baptized, they go to heaven, so why wait?
Suppy says that they're done with the surgery conversation. Fair enough. But when I elected to do this, I told myself that I would...
I'm not doing this conversation, and yet we're still having it.
We're still having it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have just not done this live. But it's like, I can't actually get the surgery conversation out of my head. Because it's going to happen to my head. Which surgery are you getting?
That's probably why we're fighting.
Yeah. We're fighting?
No.
I don't think we're fighting.
Fighting's too big of a word.
I'm having a hard time.
Yeah.
and you're licking my salt. Facial feminization surgery is the answer to your question, Sandwich Slayer. My face is going to look different. This is the last time. No, I mean, I'm going to be posting videos on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with the face like this. But 3 more days, and then I'll look like I've been in a terrible fight, because I will have been in a terrible fight with myself. Suppy, you don't have to entertain Danny. If Danny doesn't approve of my decisions, he can say so, and if he's unentertained by the live, he can leave. You do not have a responsibility to fight the trolls, and I'm not even sure Danny is a troll. I think maybe he's a conscientious objector. We'll see. What does the surgery entail? So I answered that question about half an hour ago, but basically everybody here is new. So I suppose I can describe what the surgery entails. Do you want to leave?
I think I might leave.
I'm sorry, my friend. I'm gonna be streaming for another half an hour, and then we can make dinner together, maybe.
Tell us started dinner.
Tell us started dinner, and you did all your chores, and you want my attention.
But I'm gonna go do some arts and crafts projects and hang out with my dog.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
Need you.
I need you.
Well, I like you. I want you.
Yeah.
Strictly speaking, I would survive without you.
Yeah, I mean, strictly speaking, I would survive without you too. But I like being dependent on you. I do. I said that publicly because it's true. Do you want me to stop streaming?
No. I'm
No.
just tired.
Okay. Alright. Should I answer your question?
You tell them about peeling your face off
and
shaving your bones down.
Yeah, I'm going to peel my face off. Well, they're going to peel my face off.
Gonna do it.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not capable of doing that. Don't bother Danny. Danny is entitled to his opinion. He doesn't have to be supportive. Frankly, I don't need his support. and actually, Danny, you are being supportive by being present in this live stream and listening to me and engaging with my content. All of that is actually supporting my livelihood. So if you really don't want to be supportive, you could leave. But I don't actually want you to leave. I think you are completely welcome here. And I don't want anybody to heckle you. The lady in the chat was questioning you. Yes, people can disagree and still get along. That's called mature. Yeshua is the person you need. He loves me, but I'm not hurting him. You know, I've never hurt Yeshua. I've said some nasty things about him, right? I don't know if they're nasty. I've just been like, yeah, Jesus is pretty cool. He's not necessarily my Lord and Savior. Maybe he's my Savior. Definitely not my Lord. Baal is my Lord, because Baal means Lord. All right, let me answer the question. So, the surgical procedures that are getting done to me in 3 days consist of a coronal incision going from the top of one ear all the way up the hairline, across the forehead, and down to the top of the other ear, right? From here to here, just like that, right? You can see I have this male pattern hairline, right? Like I was balding before I started taking estrogen. So they're going to shift this entire hairline down, like just about like this, in order to give me a more feminine looking forehead. In order to do that, they're going to cut the supraorbital nerve. Why, you're beautiful, says Pamela. Yes, I mean, that's the common response. They're going to cut the supraorbital nerve, so I won't be able to feel the top of my forehead for like a year. Probably. Maybe forever. And they're going to shift the whole hairline down, and then while this skull is exposed, they're going to grind down my eyebrow ridge here and here. I'm beautiful now, and I will be beautiful after. That is the correct response, Will. Will knows. Thank you, Sandwich Slayer. It is something I really want, Pamela. It is something I really want. I'm terrified, right? Like, my emotional state, my mental health is tanked. Prior to this, like, I've been extremely unproductive and, like, really worried about everything. Yeah. But it is what I want. Why though? So that when I go live, more people look at my face and less people troll me. What does the behind me represent? The tree? It's the same thing as this. It's the tree of life, right? It's a pattern that connects all living beings that ever lived and ever will live and are currently living. You'll also be one of those historical tour guides. I'm sorry, I lost the context, Will. Historical tour guides of what? Of where? Everything will go smoothly. I hope so. Yeah, so that's part of the surgery. Then they're going to do a rhinoplasty, so they're going to peel off my nose, peel it back, shave down the bones, and then put the nose back on. Yes, you may ask a question, user. Of your city, you're going to be one of those guys that dresses in costumes to give tours of the city? You live, do you mind saying where you live in the chat? I mean, I know you live in Massachusetts somewhere, like one of those historic, which city? That's what you're up to. Will you post a video of yourself in cosplay? Boston cosplayers? Yeah, I used to live in Boston. I lived in Somerville. So user, you could ask that question, but I'm not going to answer it. You can figure that out yourself. Friends south of Boston. Boston. Seems like I do a lot of art. What medium do I work with if I do? I'm a filmmaker, okay? Right? I'm on TikTok. This is my art. I'm performing. I'm being a performer for you all. And your parents lived in Somerville when they got married. Wow. Small world. Some questions are poorly framed, or yes, like the possible answers that I could give, given the parameters of that question, none of them are acceptable to me, so I'm not going to answer it. You could ask the question again using a slightly different framework, and I might give you a more satisfying answer. Your uncle also went to Tufts. How old is your uncle? I had a good time there. Like, I did. I had a good time at Tufts. All things considered. So, what other surgical procedures? He's in his late 50s. Cool. Are happening. They're going to peel off the skin around my chin, and they're going to... Yes, I went to Tufts. Oh, you didn't know that? I assume you did when you said also. Yeah, I was a student at Tufts University from September of 2009 until June of 2013. You're from Medford. Oh. Yeah, I used to live on Powderhouse Circle. Yeah, and the dumpsters in Medford were where I cut my teeth dumpster diving. There's some really good ones around Alewife. Your church is down the street from Tufts. Oh, like on Boston Avenue? Like maybe I walked by it? So interesting. How did I not know? How did I not know this? There's like a Haitian church right down the street from Tufts that I catered a meal for many years ago. That was a fun time when I started a dumpster kitchen, and then we got evicted, but we still like wanted to do something, so we did a little bit of catering past Hillsides. Okay. I do love Jesus. I do. In Jesus' name, I rebuke this. Well, maybe you should get Jesus to do the rebuking. Get him to show up in the live stream and tell me that what I'm doing is wrong. And if Jesus does that, then I will, I'll stop. I mean, you kind of did, but I'm not sure what danger there is in doxing yourself, right? Like, you're not exactly a target for most kinds of harassment. Certainly not IRL harassment. Right? Like, I dox myself all the time strategically, right? Like, if you wanted to figure out where I live, it wouldn't be that hard. Like, I don't think we must needs be completely anonymous all the time. Like, there are things about my life that I keep private that, like, most people on this stream do not know, and maybe you'll know them at some point. Maybe I will reveal them at some point. But, yeah, like, you can be strategic about the information you reveal. You can drive by my house. I mean, we have vegetables for sale. There's a farm stand by my house. So, like, if you wanted to look up the farm that I live at and come by and buy vegetables, you'd be more than welcome to. You practice veterinary medicine from Tufts Family Reserve. Gosh, what a small world. Garlic is $10 a pound. I don't zodiac. Okay, I just don't do it. That's not part of a framework that I engage in. We could talk about alchemical transmutations and things of that nature, but I just don't engage with modern astrology. Hello. It's my friend.
Hi.
I'm on the internet.
You're on the internet.
Yeah. I just learned that my friend Will is from Medford. And we've been talking about religion and baptism for months now, but I didn't know that he was from Medford. And now I do.
That's cool.
And that makes me feel more connected to him.
I lived there once.
Courtney, I am 32. Yes, I did say that I went to university in 2009. We're all so close.
We're old.
We're old.
I don't think 32 is objectively old. It just is
No.
the oldest I've ever been.
No, I think objectively old, given the average age of people in the world, objectively old is like 41. Because then you're older than more than half the people.
Half
yeah.
the average life expectancy.
I mean, frankly, actually, given like the birth rates in Africa and things, I think we are older than more than half the people in the world today. Because like most people in the world are like less than 10 years old, or like not most of it. I don't know. There's like population pyramids and they do the thing.
Yeah. I just came to tell you that I would help pack tomorrow.
You'd help pack tomorrow because we're going away tomorrow, and I'm in an artificially good mood because I'm on the internet and that's what I do, and so I'm chipper. But actually, I'm depressed and terrified, and you love me anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's really great.
Okay, I'm gonna go finish.
You're gonna go.
project.
Are we gonna have dinner soon?
I don't know. I just fed myself because that's what I'm capable of doing.
Well, that was that was a bad joke, but for some reason I really appreciate when you make jokes like that about me. I like flirting with you a lot.
What was the joke?
He called me a MILF, and I'm not a MILF.
You want to be a MILF.
Yeah, I do.
You might be one day.
Maybe one day, maybe one time, everybody get together with me and you. Except it would just be me.
Yeah.
Bye, I love you. Good evening, Shelby. How are you? it is great to have people who will support me during my surgery. I don't know if it's the best feeling ever. Like, at this point, I wish I just didn't feel like I needed the surgery. Thanks, Halo. Right? Like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm like, I'm on the edge. Like, I have been more deeply depressed for the last few weeks than I have been maybe ever in my life. Like, I'm very unwell, and there's a number of reasons for that. Like, you don't see it right now because I'm performing, and like I'm actually in a fairly good mood right now because I love performing. I love it. You're a grandmother at 41? Holy moly, Katie! How'd you pull that off? I am still living on the farm. Yeah, I mean, this surgery is like leading up to it. There's just like so much tension and anticipation and fear, and you're not a grandmother. Okay. So yes, I hope that I will feel better once the surgery is done. We'll see. It's on Thursday. It's in 3 days. Oh, okay. Your kid's only 15. I mean, I guess at the age of 15, like theoretically they could have a kid, but that would be very challenging. That would be very challenging. You can call yourself that. I did say 41 was old. I didn't want to make you feel old. Thanks, Shelby. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a trip. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with myself. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm posting these, like, long, rambling videos on TikTok that, like, I think are terrible, but I don't know what else to make besides them, so that's what I'm making. Yeah, it's just, like, telling a story. Trying to tell a story. Trying and failing. Maybe I'm succeeding. I don't know. It's really hard to know what's happening. Statistically, I'm correct. The new content is cool. Really? Really? I'll believe you, Katie. I will believe you. You liked the river video? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. It's personal. Like, God, I'm just like so insecure right now. Like, it's actually terrible. Engaging in a different, yeah. Like I want to be more authentic with you all. Like I really do, and like currently the only things that I can really talk about like make me very uncomfortable. Like I would like to present myself as like stronger or more confident or more engaging, right? Like more entertaining, like tighter. But the truth is that I'm like kind of fraying at the seams, and like this is what I can do. This is how I can show up, and so this is how I'm doing it. Hopefully it'll work out. I mean, I don't even know what working out means. Hopefully I will get better and I can present myself in a way that I feel more comfortable with. But yeah, I do think that there is something valuable and important about presenting myself in a way that makes me feel uncomfortable, because I have to look at that. Like, yeah, I have incredibly severe dysphoria right now. And that's just the state of my reality currently. And like, it's acceptable. It is acceptable. It's not good, but it is acceptable. More mushroom content. Yes, I will post more mushroom content. See, like I was quite pleased with the video about lion's mane that I posted. About these lion's mane pills, because there was some research done that indicates that lion's mane helps you recover from nerve damage. So I've been eating a lot of lion's mane pills in preparation for the surgery. Yes, Suppy, I absolutely have been affected by other people online getting FFS as far as making my decision. Like that is why. What about my inclusion in a Tate video? That made me really pleased. Thank you for sharing that with me. I had another friend who found it and told me about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm proud. Because I'm a fool. Because I like attention, whether it's good or bad. Like, oh my, I don't know. Like, I'm like not the most sane, obviously. But yeah, there are other trans content creators that I really look up to. And basically all of the ones that have successful careers, right? Like all of the online artists that I admire, all of them have gone through this procedure because it has to do with your public persona. And yeah, like I'm basically getting this procedure because I am striving towards a certain kind of career that I don't actually have. Like I say, like, oh yes, my career is TikTok, but that's not actually true. Like I've given TikTok a lot of time, a tremendous amount of time, but it's not a career, and that I don't make nearly enough money to call it a career. Hi, Frankie. You think it'll be a good laugh when you do? About lion's mane, or the testosterone animals. I'm glad that you liked that video, Jessica. It's nice to be here and have people tell me that they've seen my content. Like, I doubt it, because the numbers are so abysmal, right? Like, I don't know, 3,000 people saw that video? Oh, the Tate video. Yeah, it's Will posted it, in Chit Chat. You should go watch it. It's pretty good. Like, it's high quality propaganda, for sure. Yeah, the doodly do. I do not. I have stopped, Ross, because it's too fraught of a thing. Like, I wish I was smoking, frankly. You don't hate Tate, but I mean, he's so easy to hate. Why don't you hate him? You're supposed to hate him. Like, he's a terrible human being. Yeah, I've stopped smoking, at least for the time being, because my father cursed me into believing that I had a drug problem, and so I've stopped in order to prove to myself that I don't have a problem. You do hate Tate? No. Okay, Andrew, be honest with me. Do you or do you not like his content? Oh, was it just a typo? I mean, sure. It doesn't really matter. Yes, he's a famous misogynist. I don't know if he was a child abuser, but he's definitely a woman abuser. Has he abused, like, underage women? Probably. Yeah, he's just a terrible human being. Just an absolutely terrible human being. But, you know, sometimes absolutely terrible human beings can be very successful and influential. Mostly because I was in it. Mostly what? You hate him? The fact that he chose to troll me is not a reason to hate him. The way that he actually treats actual women that are in his life is a reason to hate him. Why, Jennifer, you thought Tate was currently locked up for... Yes. I don't know if he's locked up. He was indicted. Like, he was arrested, going to trial. I don't know. I don't follow it. Doesn't really matter. Andrew Tate posted a troll video where I was like the first shot or the second shot in the video from a soy video that I made. And I found it rather flattering that little old me got to be trolled by the world's most famous misogynist. It was my drinking soy milk. Yeah, because I tagged the video Soy Boy, right? I was just jumping on the bandwagon of this like left tube meme and response, right? Like, H-Bomber guy took a fringe far-right joke and brought it to the leftists. So was the soy video supposed to be provocative? Borderline illicit? Yeah, I was trying to be sexy in that video. I don't know if I succeeded. It depends on your opinion on trans women, I suppose. But yes, I was trying to sexualize my body for humoric effect. And I hope I had that impact on you, because I do like flirting with you, my friend. I do indeed. Ooh. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we got to hang out before my surgery. I'm not going to go live again for another month. And I'm leaving. I'm going to leave in like 5-6 minutes. Right, this is not a prayer live stream. We're not going to say Kaddish, but yeah, I'm going to sign off in like 5 minutes. And then what? I'm going to go to Philadelphia tomorrow, and I'm going to post daily updates, 2 to 3 minute long videos, daily updates, letting you know how I'm doing. If you care to watch them. And you made red beans for dinner. Hi, Salty. 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, I'm online at a different time because TikTok asked me to do a Pride stream. And I did the Pride stream, and I think it went okay. I don't know. You tell me. Did it go okay? So I'm glad that I caught you at this different time. How are you doing? I was just saying, like, I'm about to leave. I'm going to leave in about 5 minutes, and I'm not going to be live again for the next month because I'm getting surgery in 3 days. Jennifer, you'll need to scroll down quite a bit. I posted it in, like, January or February of 2022, so it's, like, way down in my feed, unfortunately. But there's a picture of me wearing a blue shirt in the thumbnail. Usually it's 1 a.m. and you just slept in. You're unwell at the moment. Me too. Solidarity for feeling unwell. What are you unwell with? That's true. The Andrew Tate video is linked in the Discord if you want to see that. Hey, Alyssa. Thank you. I appreciate the well wishes. Am I excited for surgery? No, I am terrified, Beck. I am terrified for surgery. Hello from Australia. All the people on the other side of the world get to be here today. I'm really nervous, Salty. I'm so nervous. I will update the Discord. Yeah, I'll post some things in the Discord. And I will be so I've started this thing the last few days. I'm posting regular TikTok videos every day. Just like me talking to a camera for 2 minutes about how I'm doing, and I'm usually not been doing very well. So I will be posting daily, but I won't be going live because I don't think I'll have the energy to like sing and like respond to people. But like 2 minutes a day I can do. So I'm going to be posting a 2-minute video every day as an update. And I would love it if you watched them because like they're not gonna like get much algorithmic traction. So you'll have to like go onto my account and find them. But that's the thing I'm trying out. So like I'll be able to do like a time lapse of my recovery kind of thing, by recording myself every day. Yeah, I hope it goes smoothing. You'll start figuring out how to use Discord. Yeah, I would love to chat with you on Discord and like, I don't know, see pictures of your kids, right? Like I get such a 2-dimensional view of your life. But it always makes me really happy to see you. Oh, I have a big sister complex too, Suppy. Don't you worry. You just saw it, Jennifer. You need a Discord class. It is complicated software. I understand that it is a little prohibitive for some people. It can be rather complicated, but you won't need the Discord to you don't need to be on Discord to watch my daily updates on TikTok. Oh God, I say that and I feel like I have this huge ego. Like, that I'm really selfish. And it's like, what? Like, what is this voice in my head telling me I'm selfish because I'm trying to, like, be an entertainer on the internet? Like, I don't, yeah. Anyway. You're never really active anyway. At least you've taken a massive step back for and yet you come on here to chat with me. And yet you do. Being more powerful. But, age and power are often associated. Social, economic, and intellectual superior. Well, not for long, Will. Not for long. You're on the up and up. One of these days you'll be like, oh my God, Teresa? That girl's so boring. What did I ever see in her? I'm gonna find some other trans dommy mommy to have a crush on. Y'all are amazing. We do need more forest fairies. There's an extra crotch goblin. Too tired these days. You got 3 crotch goblins. What a word! Oh my God, that's just like quite an image. Like a little goblin coming out of your crotch. Like, holy shit. All right. On that note, it's been an hour, so it's time for me to go. But do you know that y'all make me really happy? Like, I really enjoy you all. Like, I really do. Thanks, Salty. Like, I need the kind words. Like quite palpably. Like, I've been quite unwell, and yeah, your kind words mean the world to me. So thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, check out the link in my bio. If you want to chat, you can join the Discord. And I will see you in recorded form every day for the next 30 days, and then I will come live again as soon as I feel well enough to do it. I will go live again. So, until then, I hope you have a really lovely, lovely month. Take these kind words. Much love. Farewell, friends.